I just finished reading what is widely regarded as one of the best comics of all time. And honestly, I didn't love it. Of course, I'm referring to Alan Moore's magnum opus, Watchmen. And listen, I did like what this book had to say, and I understand the importance of it. It's a deconstruction of superheroes. It's a deep dive into the cult of personality and understanding the importance that plays when it comes to normalizing fascism. It's a scathing critique of US Cold War era foreign policy focused on Western hegemonic expansionism. These are all ideas that I think are incredibly compelling in their own right. And despite that, I found this book really difficult to get through. I think the dialogue felt inauthentic and clunky. The exposition was incredibly dense, making it a chore to read at times. The pacing just felt off, making the rising action of the story feel rushed, because it seems like Moore wanted to focus more on world building than actually fleshing out his narrative. That being said, there's still a lot of things I like about this book, and I understand why it is such an important read, and I do suggest comic fans to check it out. But unfortunately, it's just not for me. Anyways, as always,
I can't help but completely disagree, and I couldn't even wait for the stitch. I had to infiltrate the channel, so let's get into why I think Watchmen is perfect. Now, when it comes to the ideologies and themes behind Watchmen, I'm glad you who at least understands that. But I think looking at the actual plot and concept, the sci-fi elements, and the neo-noir feel of the book, that is what makes it, for me, very engaging and enjoyable till this day. I think Moore does a wonderful job of making you intrigued in each individual character, with history behind each one, but mystery as well. The extra expedition, yes, I know can definitely drag, but I'll tell you this right now, you don't have to read it for the first time, or maybe even at all. Honestly, reading it multiple times, it just feels like a cherry on top, and yes, you get to explore the world more, but is it gonna make or break you reading issue 1 through 12? I don't think so. And another problem that could be with new readers on Watchmen is that it's been adapted in so many different things, and so many different people have talked about it, video analysis, there's been a film about it, that a lot of people kind of just already know what happens, and they don't want to take the time to invest in the whole limited series. However, for me, there's some really great moments, some psychological craziness going on as well, and Dave Gibbons' artwork is absolutely iconic and super influential when it comes to the comics medium. And in general, this book being a first of its kind when it comes to heroes in the real world, with Manhattan being the only metahuman and the real ramifications of what that looks like, is totally brilliant, and I think to this day holds up. But at the end of the day, art is subjective, and all jokes aside, thank you Yuhu for bringing me on to be able to speak on this.